Carlos, this is season 5 of Off Your Flosser podcast.
Season cinco. That's what I'm going to call it. I'm going to say it in Spanish.
That's fair enough. Throw back to your heritage.
You know.
All right.
All right. Well, thanks for listening, guys.
Thank you. Here we go. Hi, Carlos.
Good morning.
We haven't done this in a while. We keep taking these big breaks, but I'm telling you, there's a lot going on. Okay, everybody. Let me tell you this first. First it's episode 204, right?
Yes.
That's what I got. Okay, 204. Yeah. We both work full-time jobs. Over full-time.
Yeah.
And then we do side hustles as well.
Yeah.
And we do this. So it's like there are times where just getting it all together has not been working. And it's like we did it for 5 years and we were so consistent. And here lately it's just been one thing after the other. Traveling, Big Tuna coming into town, just not wanting to wake up in the morning. There are some days where you just so here we are, episode 204.
204.
204S for the hygienists out there.
I know, right? That's how I'm gonna label it. 204S.
Yes.
For sure. I'm totally
sponsored by PDT.
I know, right? We need
Montana Jack. Anyway.
That's a real guy, right?
Yeah, he's from Montana.
No. I'm saying.
I don't know.
No,
I have no idea.
I talked to her, and I think he is from Montana, or I think that's where the company's based.
So
somebody's from there, the company or the guy. But there was
the guy
a dude
that made the Montana Jack.
Yeah, like his name is like Jack Smith or whatever. You know what I mean? And so he. I don't know if he designed it, but he came up with the final thing, and and I might be making this up but it sounds legit. You know what I mean? It
sounds legit. Like I wouldn't have questioned that.
I have to apologize. Well, I probably shouldn't even be saying this, but I have to apologize because I think I had this conversation with Linda Miller from PDT, the boss over there, and
right.
And I'm sure my details are all off. So
so we're just gonna make stuff up today.
Oh, I talked to Linda from our last.
Yeah.
And she corrected me. It's spelled with a Y, not an I.
Linda Sherman? No,
yeah.
Who?
Linda Sherman.
Yeah, it's a Y.
I used ChatGPT to give me the description, and they put it with an I, but I fixed it.
Thank goodness for that. She will beat you up.
No, and she's down. She wants to be on the show, so.
Okay, let's get her on here.
Yeah.
And apologize profusely.
No, she's cool. But it's Linda, so she's cool.
I know,
but she called me out on it. You know what I mean?
She will whoop your butt.
All right, so we've been busy. So where do you want to start? Do you want to start with where we went on the trip, or what do you want to do?
Oh yeah, we just Catalina, Ensenada. It was so much fun. I'm going to tell you. Okay, so on the count of 3, we're going to give our highlight, like the number one thing we enjoyed the whole trip.
Okay.
Okay, think for a second. You let me know when you have it.
Yeah, I have it.
Okay, ready?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
Golf cart
in Catalina.
Bro.
Did we just become best friends?
I think we did.
I had so much fun that day, and it was
just
I was
so scared.
Was it my sister's driving?
Here's the thing. We weren't going fast, but the roads were... I mean, we were on the sides of cliffs almost,
Yes. Yeah.
I mean, that's a little dramatic. I mean, it wasn't that dangerous, but we weren't far from Cliffin. It.
Yeah. It was almost like I took a Harley through Rocky Mountain National Forest in Colorado, I think it was, or wherever that is, Rocky Mountain. Colorado, and I would barely lean over and look down, and it's a straight shot.
Oh man.
Yeah. So, but Catalina was beautiful.
Yeah.
Number one.
It was a little chilly though, right?
Yeah. So the weather
it wasn't bad. It was sunny, but it was a little chilly.
Yeah. The weather was a little more mild than I guess it would normally be for this time of year. And it's been
I was a little surprised. I didn't realize it would be that cool. I was legit surprised.
Off the California coast, so it's not like south.
But I'm thinking California, Southern California into Mexico.
Right.
It should have been cooler in my mind.
Rollerblades.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What do I know? But it just seemed like it would be warmer, is all I'm saying.
Absolutely. I thought the same thing. And I'm so glad that I bought a sweatshirt in Hollywood.
I should have. I left I have a little like packable fleece thing that you can just unfold and forgot it. And the Uber guy was like, do you want to go back? I was like, no, let's just go, man. Because we had a long drive. Yeah,
let's just go.
Yeah.
Nobody got time.
Now I know. Check the weather. Yeah. But no, it was awesome. It was great seeing everybody. I was coming from Phoenix from Vanessa Emerson's thing, and over to Jumpstart Dental Speaker Institute. That whole Weevolution, and so that was cool. And it's always good to network and to see people that are doing what you're trying to do at a higher level. Yeah. And so it was just overall it was a productive but long. It was a long trip. It was a little bit too long. With both of those back to back like that.
Yeah, and I feel like the cruise was it wasn't that long, but. I'm trying to think. No, I guess it was about
Monday to Friday morning. So it wasn't bad at all.
I just wish the weekend would be included in the cruise, just because like I have to take off work, PTO, all that. And I don't get PTO at my friend's office, so like if I miss a day, I miss out on that money. Yeah. So, here's big news. Drum roll, please. My company is merging with another company.
I think you told me that, but the people
I didn't tell them.
People haven't heard.
So
that's good for you, right?
Absolutely. So far, like we haven't merged yet, but just
are they merging slowly?
No, we're merging quickly. Like it's in 2 weeks. We don't even know anything about the computer programs.
So expect some stumbling and.
Orientation is this week coming up, and I don't know, like it's a half day orientation, so we're going to learn everything about the company that we need to know, but they're not going to include the EHR training. There's no way. You would need, so I don't know what the plan is for that. Like, I guess we just jump in with both feet and hopefully the schedule falls apart.
Figure it out on the go, man.
There's no way I'm getting out by 6 o'clock, trying to manage the computer system and patient care. Like, ugh.
Hey, can I make a couple announcements real quick before we get too far into this?
Yes.
One, I want to give a shout out to Chris and Carice for putting the Dental Culture Con. I think they're finishing it up this morning. Yep. And today's the 17th of June. And I spoke yesterday. I didn't speech very well. My voice is obviously not where it needs to be. Yeah, and then Chris Carson from Steady Live was there streaming and beaming.
He's the best hair.
Yeah, no, that dude's he's a beautiful man. But
what's his company?
Steady Live. Steady Live. So if you have any streaming needs, or you want to put on, I mean, he had people remote. He had people in the studio. He had a little switcher thing, and he was monitoring. I don't know how he does it all. He keeps track, but he has a compact. It looks like an airplane little setup thing going, and the dude's just amazing. So check him out.
He's so dedicated. Like when we had the dental festival and stuff, he was like doing all sorts of like stuff to get videos and like laying on the ground. Like it was dedication, man.
Yeah, no, he's awesome. Amazing, dude. But a lot of the speakers were just on fire. Like, I caught Glenn Vose, Jasmine Haley, Naomi, and just Becky was there taking pictures and doing her thing. So it was just super cool to sort of hang out. And we went to lunch yesterday, and I remember just looking around, and I was like, dude, these are
these are the people.
Everybody's doing their thing. I go, and we all have the common denominator is our boy Elijah Desmond. Everybody knows Elijah, and he had a birthday yesterday.
So I know, happy birthday, Elijah.
So happy birthday, E, and I hope you had a great one, man. And so I don't know, I was just super proud to see Chris and Carice, stretching their legs and crossing over into territory that some people might find a little controversial. But I think it's here's the thing. There's a lot of people are afraid of what they don't know. Fear of the unknown. I don't like guns. Yeah. Well, have you ever shot one? Let's take a class. Let's learn how to do it safely. Have you ever been around this type of person, that type of person, whatever? Right. I don't know any, whatever. And well, maybe just ask some questions just respectfully and learn a little about them. And you find that most people have more things in common than they have in different, you know, we don't eat this, we pray then, we, you know, whatever. And to have that kind of environment. So yeah, kudos to Chris and Carissa. You guys murdered it. And I was just glad to be part of it. And hopefully I added to it. And I can't wait to do it again, man. So thank you.
Yeah. Yeah, that's awesome. I was going to say, there isn't much difference between one person to the next. It's like you have these superficial things like skin color or religious differences and stuff like that, but we're all people. We have the same needs. We have we love to laugh. We want to be happy. Like people just
sure.
Those are the simplest things, but they're so hard sometimes.
If you couldn't see, I wonder if you couldn't see, would it be that big of a deal? You know what I'm saying? Like if you couldn't tell.
Like if you were blind, yeah.
Yeah, like if you didn't know if it's just a person and I like their voice or I don't like their voice or whatever, but just keep it to like a bare basic thing. And 'cause there's a lot of people's voices that just gnaw at me, and I mean, I don't know if that's enough reason to hate, but I think it might be.
Yeah, the misophonia type thing. Yeah,
it's just there's certain tones that I just just.
There's a few I could do without.
Those aliens when they hit a frequency and they kind of sketch out. It's like that's what I feel like. You know what I mean? Like that movie, See No Evil, or whatever it was. But and one last thing. I want to make a big announcement for the show that I'm doing in New York in October. It's the eve before the Bermuda cruise for Smiles at Sea. Yes. So. In New York City at the Broadway Comedy Club. The links will be posted in the description, so please check it out. Come out and support. I'm working on getting a sponsor for a discount code, and so things are in motion, but I don't have anybody yet. So if you want to be a sponsor, you want to host, Company ABC's comedy show brought to you live in New York City, and I got one of my buddies coming up from Atlanta, so it's gonna be a fun show. And I think we need
NYC. Hello.
Yeah, and I think we need to do a contest or something for a host. I don't have a host yet, so
okay.
If anybody wants to host, I think we should probably do a live or something like that, and just have people submit funny ass videos and just
have me do it.
Or you could do that, yeah. Yeah, if you want to, But I think a contest would be fun.
Have your people call my people. No. Yeah, let's do a contest and then choose me.
I got a couple volunteers already, so I'm gonna just ask them for a video, and I'm like, hey, if the video voted on by the people kills it, then you're it. You know what I mean? If you're gonna be there, doesn't pay, but it'll be a lot of fun. And
by the way, you don't get paid, but it'll be fun.
Here's the thing: you're hosting a comedy show in a real club in New York City. I mean, that's kind of cool. I would do it if I was going to be there, and I would try to do it. You know what I mean? That would be crazy fun. Do it. So, so we'll see. All right, so let's get to the show. 204.
So I want to start by doing kind of a shout out. I don't know if I want to call it a shout out, but like an in memory
tribute, maybe.
Tribute, yes, because like two people kind of, within one very close to us, the other very active in the dental hygiene world have recently passed away. And, one, Kristen Tolson, she was in Lighthearted. She passed away. And then Karen Peltier, like we spent so much time with her at the dental festival, New Orleans. She was so like happy. She just wanted to be around us. And I was like, I don't even know why, but she just wanted to have fun and hang out with us. And it was an awesome pleasure just being around her. She was very positive. But she was like battling cancer then. I think she was in a very good place then, but apparently I guess the cancer came back and, I think she passed away last week. So Karen Peltier was
but I
one of our
say,
avid listeners.
For sure. And just a super cool person. And she had this infectious laugh and would always laugh at all my jokes. So whether they were funny or not. And so that was just super charming and just a fun, loving person. So yeah, the world's lost a shining light for sure. But I do want to say that we got a chance to spend some time with her last month.
Just recently. And it was, I'm so glad we did.
For sure. But you know who made that happen, right? Elijah did that, you know?
Oh no, I didn't.
Yeah, no, dude. I mean, the dude's his heart is as big or bigger than his traps, and and you know, I love you, man. I'm just messing with you, but yeah, and I don't know if he wants me to say anything. I'm sure he probably would not mind, but yeah, he invited her out and flew her there, got her on the cruise, and it was like. You don't know when your time was coming, but it's kind of like she knew what was up, and she graced us with her presence, and we got to sit with her and joke around a couple nights at dinner, and it was just fantastic. So
I'm so glad.
I'm glad that we got a chance to spend some time with her, and so thanks E for having for making that final last
thank you.
Thing. And that was super. That's the kind of guy he is, you know what I mean? So
and that's the way people should be. Like know, if you have the ability to help somebody out, or just surprise them. Like I'm sure maybe she could have done this on her own, but that's not the point. Like I'm sure it felt so special to her to have somebody think of her in that way.
Yeah, and and then who knows? And then we got back on the 12th, and then a month later, she's gone. You know what I mean? So I'm just glad that came out. I feel like this episode might take a sad tone, and
we'll get it back on track.
That's not what we're here for. But just appreciate your loved ones, man, because our time is short. Whether you know it or not. So anyway.
And then we also recently lost Anne Buttrell. She was real active. Was she the executive officer of ADHA for many years? I think that was her title. I'm not 100% sure, but I met her a couple times, and she actually remembered me the second time I met her. So the first time I met her was well, now I can't remember where it was or why, but anyway, the second time she remembered me, and I was like, who am I? She meets thousands of people, I'm sure. But apparently she had some, health issues going on, and I don't know, like, privacy and stuff like that, so I won't go into what I know, but we lost Anne Buttrell. She was such a driving force between ADHA, and she really wanted us to be able to practice at the very extent of our scope, and just advance the, hygiene space as much as possible. So that's another huge loss for the hygiene world for us.
I never got the pleasure of meeting her, but I've known about her, but it's just, again, life is just heavy sometimes. So anyway,
yeah. So, just, hug your loved ones tight. Because you just never know. You never know when you have some sort of, it's like, whose song is it? It says you're always one phone call from, being on your knees. Like, 'cause, I mean, you could just get a phone call tomorrow and it would just drop you.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, I've gotten those calls and it sucks. So,
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Been there too. So, no thanks. Don't like that, but.
No, I'm good. Thank you, though.
But anyway.
They're coming. So, buckle up.
They are. So, yeah.
Unfortunately,
it just brings a little more purpose to your life when you know that it's short. Anyway, so let's talk about something great, something positive. Sure. I'd had the opportunity to have Big Tuna out for Tonton John's birthday party, his 40th. It went amazing. We did a fish fry. And John, I told everybody, I said, we don't expect any gifts or anything, but if you want to, if you must, he's wanting to finish his shop. And so I said, Menards or Lowe's gift cards would be great. And he got quite a few. So
good.
They were mudding and taping last night. And they're going to go Actually, as soon as we get done here, we got to go to Menards and get some, like it's called beading or corner beading or something for the windows. It's like the little metal corner strips.
Yeah, to keep it sharp.
Yeah.
Yeah, keep the edges tight. Yeah, keep them sharp. Tight. Yeah.
Yes.
Good stuff, man. Yeah, it sounds like it's coming along. And yeah, you sent me some pictures of your studio coming together. So, yeah, I'm excited for you guys, man. It's awesome. I wish I could have made it, but, my schedule's too crazy.
You're just a little ways away. It's not just a short drive.
I mean, if it was like Tuscaloosa or something like that, it was like 2.5, 3 hours. I'd be like, we'd hang out a lot more.
I know you would.
Yeah, we'd hang out a lot more.
I know you would, buddy. That's cool. So let's see. Big Tuna, he was just amazing. Getting a little sassy, but every kid needs a little sass, I feel like.
Yeah.
And
better a little bit too much sass than a pushover,
Yeah, don't. Yeah. I'd rather him be like, I don't know. Let's talk about this real quick. Would you rather have your kid be the bully or the victim?
I think here's and this is real. Like I'd rather him be the bully, but learn how to control it. You know what I'm saying? Be able to to defend other people and to stand up for him or herself, but not to be actively a bully. But it's better than getting punched in the face. And I don't know, man. Does that even happen anymore, or is that would that be just a legal mess nowadays? Because back in the 70s, early 80s, you could punch somebody in the eye, and then your friends 2 days later, and all summer's great. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And we're
good.
Girls
are different though. Like you hate each other for life after you've had a spat. Oh. But guys, you punch them in the eye. Oh, dude, next day you're out playing Legos or something. I don't know. But girls, they hate each other for life. So I kind of feel like ultimately what I would love is that he would stand up for those who are being picked on by others. So he's kind of like in the middle. He's not a victim, but he's not a bully, but he's fights for the right. Like I've always been kind of like that. Like if somebody's picking on the small,
I don't like bullies though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I feel like it's probably easier to tone down a bully than it is to develop confidence and everything that you need to not be a victim. That's
what I'm saying. So, there's a phrase, and don't quote me because I'm going to ruin it, but I'm trying to, I find a lot of these motivational quotes and stuff from different people, throughout time, soccer, a lot of the ancient Greeks and Stoics and, all those kinds of guys. Anyway, one of them is, it's better to be a warrior in a garden than a gardener in a war. You know what I mean? Meaning the warrior can kick ass and kill people like a samurai, you know what I mean, with a sword. But he'd rather just grow tomatoes and his little flowers and stuff like that. But if need to, he can whip some ass. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's all
I feel like that's me. I'm a warrior in a garden. Like I'm happy to live amongst the flowers and the butterflies and stuff. But if you cross
everybody,
I'm bringing my little sword out, my big sword out, and I'm going to show somebody, who's boss.
It's sometimes, and what you don't want. I don't know a lot of things, folks. I don't know too much about anything, but I do know you don't want a roundhouse kick to the face from Sandy while she's wearing her Birkenstocks. You don't want that. Just so
I don't have Birkenstocks.
I don't know. It sounded funny. Crocs?
My Birken Crocs.
That would be even more embarrassing.
With my little, I think they're called gibbets or whatever. They go on the toes.
Yeah.
You'll have the imprint of like Jim Halpert's face on the side of your cheek.
The little dots just probably look like you got hit by a damn waffle iron.
Gibbets. You got your butt kicked by gibbets.
Yeah, I got a dark blue pair, and then I got a old black pair that I wear in the yard, for mowing the lawn. Because I might have some dog mess, ants or something like that. It's like the medical ones that are sealed up. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh yeah.
And then I got the ones with the holes in them, the old school ones, just for banging around the house. And one day I was being lazy, and I wore them to my daughter's house, and she, you can't wear shoes in the house, which standard kind of, most places. And she goes, "Oh, you got some new Crocs?" She goes, "Hey, I got some extra these giblets, and I have a bunch of extras. I buy packs of them, and I only take the ones I want. You mind if I put some on there?" I'm like, "Yeah, go ahead." So I go to leave, and there's a princess on it, like a heart thing on it, like little bolts of lightning. And I'm like, dude, whatever, man. Just, we'll make it work.
Rock that lightning bolt and princess.
I think the princess
crown.
is still on there, and You know, my wife was like, "Where'd you get these?" And I'm like, "It's a long story, man. Your daughter put these on there." So she's like, "Well, all right, whatever."
So one pair of my croc sandals, and I have the kind that just have 2 straps over them. They're like actual sandals.
They look like Birkenstocky though, don't they?
Yeah, yes, they're like Birkenstocks, but they're croc plastic, whatever, rubber. I don't know what they're made of. So I bought a pack of the Office gibbets, and so one of them is just full of like Jim Halpert, a beat, one that says Big Tuna, which I love because Big Tuna.
Yeah.
And then my other pair of Crocs, those are my professional Crocs. I don't have any gibbets on those.
Oh. You can get like, I know they make like nursing ones, and I'm sure there's hygiene ones too.
Oh yeah, so I have not been able to. So you can get on Amazon, and they have like teeth ones and stuff like that. The other thing is, have you heard of Temu? It's like it's a website where you can get all these things from China.
Is it legit? Because I look at it, and
yeah, I bought quite a few things.
Oh, really?
I mean, it's probably like cheaper quality stuff, but the price is like crazy. Like I bought a pair of shoes for $8, and I'll just wear them around the house or gardening or whatever. I bought a little hand fan, and it works great. It was like $2. Like,
what's it called? Temu?
Temu, yeah.
Oh, yeah, I'm looking it up right here. Right.
Yeah.
The 15-piece set, those charms for Crocs, dentist style, $3.07.
Oh, I didn't even look on there for that. I should do that. But I got a bog bag, which normally those bog bags, can you find that on there and show a picture of it? People, I think they know. It's like a silicone, basically, big old beach bag with holes in it. And you could put the gibbets on your bag. And I got a couple accessories. I got a cell phone holder and then a little loop that you can put your keys on. Because I was digging around trying to find my keys.
Those are kind of cool.
Seriously, a bog bag, if you look on like Amazon or, like I think it was on like not Macy's, but Dillard's or something website, they're like $100.
What?
So I got this for like
$19.49 on this place. And another place has them for $18. Dude, I never even knew something like that existed. I think my wife would lose her mind for something like that in the summertime, like for the beach. There you go.
Get some brownie points. Get her a bog bag, and I'll send you some links that'll get you deals. So don't go shopping it just yet, because I think I get something.
And they come in different sizes. You get like a giant tote one.
Yeah, I got like a medium-sized one. And that's my everyday bag. Like when I go to work, I have my lunch, my bento box for lunch in there. I got my cell phone and my keys on the outside, and then I have my wallet in there. Like it's easy, grab and go. But yeah, you take it to the beach because it's like sand. You just hose it out after you're done.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, I'll post a picture of it. I didn't know that was a thing.
Yeah, I got the teal blue one, of course. But yeah, so Temu, like, I bought quite a few things. I got this shirt off of it. It says Dog Mom. And it's really super soft. The only thing is if you buy clothes, they're like very, like you have to get like, this is like a 3X when I wear like an XL or something because you have to upsize.
Well, yeah, I think their body models are tiny people. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and yes, yeah. So they just size up for Americans.
Yeah.
Anyway, enough about spending money that I shouldn't.
Yeah, here's a bathroom rug for $2.39. That's bananas.
And free shipping.
And it looks kind of cool.
Now, the downside to it is it's not like Amazon where you get your stuff within a couple days. Like, it takes a couple weeks before you get it.
Well, let me tell you something.
It's coming from China.
You're not, you got to give up something. Quality,
yes. Speed,
price. Yeah. Something's got to give.
Yeah.
You want it tomorrow? Go to Amazon, pay the full price. You know what I mean?
Right.
You want to order it and have it ready for next summer? Boom, hit Temu.
Yes.
You know?
I bought a bunch of these LED lights that they're solar, so I put those around the pool.
Yeah.
stuff like that. They're like starburst ones. They have like all these wires going around, and it's really cool. It looks nice at night. And I've had those up for probably about 2 or 3 weeks, and everything works great.
You know, we have some of those. I don't know where she gets them from, but I have like a little fire pit area, and we got little twinkly lights out there. At night, my whole yard lights up. It looks like like a bunch of Japanese teenage girls live here. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? It looks like Tokyo and shit.
It's like a party.
Yeah.
Ask her where she got them. If it wasn't Temu, then she paid too much.
I'll check. I have no idea. I just get stuff all the time. I don't know. I just carry it in and then break up the boxes that she just flings in the garage. You know.
That's me. Yeah.
My daughter does the same thing. Like, I saw her husband the other day. He came by, so I stayed late. I got his FMX and got him cleaned up, and it was just. He was like, "I forgot you do this, man," and I'm like, "Yeah, we never did it before, so it was just cool to get my hands on him, threaten him a little bit,
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but they invited me over tomorrow, and I think my son's got to work in the morning or something. So he's gonna go run around. So we're gonna hang out tonight, him and I, and maybe burn a steak, and I'll go over there tomorrow, and so just mom was working, so just. Keep it light, man. I don't want anything heavy. I just want. She better not buy me anything either, too, man. Because I just want a steak. I'm staking out this weekend.
Oh but, I forgot. Yeah, it's Father's Day on Sunday.
So just hanging out. I don't want anything fancy.
I better get a card for John's dad too.
You know what I did get? Hold on, real quick. Can I tell what I got? I'm getting another pair of my Thursday sneakers, leather sneakers. These are called the toffee ones, all right? So they're like a caramelly kind of brown, and they're hand burnished. So there's like a little darker accent, like where the lace is going around the toe and stuff like that. So here's the thing, folks. For everybody
I like
listening,
fancy things.
I don't need a ton of stuff, but I'm too old to buy trash and bullshit anymore. So
you find that it's quality over quantity and quality over, you can't, because if you bought a cheaper pair of shoes, you'd probably be buying 2 pair for every 1 pair that you should have.
That's all I'm saying. That's all. And they're leather sneakers, so they're not going to last forever, but I'm not out doing construction to me either. You know what I mean? I'm just wearing them to a show. I'm wearing them to go speak or something like that. Right. And I bought a pack of these things. Excuse me. They're called sneak erasers.
Okay, so if you get something on your shoes,
so it's a magic. What is it? The magic eraser.
Yes.
It's like a little orange thing on the end to help hold it all together. And you wet it and you rub it like a human. You don't be a savage.
I need to write this stuff down because John likes to wash his sneakers too.
So.
Yeah,
and it keeps the sides clean, with the white part, because
Like
you know what I'm saying,
part.
Right?
Yeah,
you saw them. I wore them on the trip. The black ones, the black shoes. Yeah, so the white gets dirty just walking around, and then I want them looking nice as long as I can. So a 10-pack of these was like, I don't know, $10-11, something like that.
I'm gonna check Temu.
Yeah, and they last forever. I mean, relatively speaking, but I'm not a savage with. The point is, I'm getting that, and I bought a black Levi's denim trucker jacket. You know what I'm talking about? Unlined, because it's not that cold here in Georgia, and it's more you wear it kind of open or whatever. And the point is that it was in a size that I hadn't worn in a long time, so it felt good to be able to buy some moderately sized stuff, because the whole I'm trying to not to I feel like I'm bragging or I talk about it all the time, but the weight thing kind of just pisses me off that I let it go that far. You know what I'm saying? And to that extreme.
And I'm sitting at the beginning of where you were, so
and you get sick of it. Yeah, and And even it's not even a vanity thing. It's just a health thing. You know what I mean? Because I don't want to be a burden to anybody, and I don't want to have another incident. And so anyway, so just take care of yourselves, folks. I guess is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
Live a little, but take care of yourself. I went for a walk this morning. I got my fat ass out of bed. I passed out last night. Got up at 5:30, and I couldn't go back to sleep. Ugh. So I went on YouTube for a little, like maybe 30 minutes. I was like, you know what, screw it. Let me just go for a walk before it gets crazy hot and humid. And so I banged out a nice little walk and hit the sauna, and then came up here and seeing I'm starving right now though, but I feel good. I feel good.
Well, I know this will probably be a shorter episode, but we got to run to Menards because we got stuff going on today. We've got a buddy that's coming over to help with the drywall again. So we got to go get that stuff. But it's cool to be back in this seat.
Yeah,
because it's been too long.
For sure. What was I gonna say? Make sure John and them wear masks or something because you can't inhale in that dust. Yeah, that stuff is not good for you.
Yeah, John's very good about like the safety aspect of things. Like he wears earplugs when he mows the lawn and stuff like that too.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a smart thing.
He's smart.
You know what I did yesterday? I probably shouldn't even say this out loud, but get close.
You know immediately what I wanted to say. I'm such a child. Like I was gonna poop your pants. Did you poop your pants?
No.
It's so dumb. Like why would you say that?
I know it is kind of silly, but
can I tell you a quick joke?
Yeah, no, go ahead.
Before I forget.
All I did was look at motorcycles. I didn't do anything fancy, but I'm getting that bug again, man. The guy goes, throw your leg over it, man.
Well, you got the jacket for it.
Throw your leg over it, man. And I'm like,
see how it feels.
I found one that I like, but I'm like, nah, I'm not gonna pull the trigger. I'm gonna just pretend.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm sorry.
I loved riding on a motorcycle, but anyway, I've actually considered like getting just a little Honda something to go to work because of the gas prices, but I don't know. I'd be too scared of everybody else.
Yeah, it depends on what kind of roads you got to get on.
And a Honda's not loud enough to warn people that you're there. Let's be honest. Like that's the upside to having a Harley. People hear you coming.
Yeah, but still, you can't rely on that. They say ride like you're invisible.
Right. So yeah, that makes sense.
Just pretend they don't see you. Yeah.
So this joke, Big Tuna made it up, or did he hear it? He might have heard it somewhere, but so he calls his butt his booty. And I was singing, I was like, Miss New Booty. And I was dancing, Miss New Booty. And he goes, new booty. And then he says something like, he goes, I need a new booty. And I was like, what? I go, why do you need a new booty? He goes, mine has a crack in it. Wow. Is that not from a 2.5-year-old?
That's fantastic.
Caramel mocha. Oh, cutest little baby ever.
That's fantastic.
And he tells you that. I need a new booty because mine has a crack in it. What?
That is fantastic.
Stop it.
He heard that somewhere, but for him to even repeat it knowing that it was a joke is still amazing. You know what I mean?
He's so freaking smart. Like we were, and I don't know, like, I have nothing to like, what's the word? Compare it to.
Okay.
But we were humming songs and he was guessing the song. Like we were humming Happy Birthday, Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star.
Sure.
His favorite song right now is Iron Man by Black Sabbath.
Okay.
And we were humming that. And then he got all of them right. And then he starts humming songs and we had to guess. Like, is that a 2.5-year-old thing? Or is he like a musical prodigy genius?
Dude, all I'm saying is foster those things that he's attracted to and let him figure out what he wants to do. Yeah. So
I'm gonna get him.
That's pretty cool.
They have a Spider-Man ukulele on Amazon, and I want to get it for him just so he can get the start because it's like a guitar, but it's not. It's a ukulele, but it's his size. Yeah, and it's Spidey and Friends. Come on,
you would love that. I want one.
So I think we're going down for his birthday in September, and I think I might get him that. And then, of course, anytime I see something, like I was on Facebook Marketplace and somebody was selling the metal Tonka dump truck. You know what I'm talking about with the
Oh,
metal?
yeah. Those old school deals, right?
It's not as big as ones that I've seen, but it also came with a tow truck, a Tonka tow truck.
Dude, I haven't heard that or seen one of those in forever. I think I had one of those when I was a kid. I think every boy had one.
When I picked it up, only the dump bed was metal. The rest of it was plastic, but $10 for both. I was like, hell yeah. And so what we've done is I'll keep toys at my house. So when he comes over, he's got these toys that he hasn't seen for a while. And it's like, oh, new toys. Yeah. And then she'll bring some with her. So we're going to like rotate these toys out. So he's always interested in something that he hasn't seen for a while, that kind of thing, which I think is smart. But of course, he's getting new toys all the time.
Yeah, you're probably buying new stuff all the time.
He got so spoiled when he was here because we have a pool. So I bought this little blow up car with a steering wheel that I got it off Temu. It was like $2, and he fits down into it, and it holds him up. So he was able to float in the pool without anybody helping. And then I got him a 6-pack of dinosaur water guns, and we were just shooting each other in the pool. He was floating around on his little car. We had the best time.
Sure.
It was so much fun. The water was a little cold.
Enjoy it.
I know. But, I know. Ugh.
You know, because they grow up way too fast, you know?
They do. Like,
yeah.
Ugh. And
this guy's going to be 3 next month. I can't believe it, man.
Oh, I know. It's crazy. It's so crazy how fast it goes.
And that's like,
that's the whole point of, us talking about Anne and Karen and Kristen. Like, it does not last long. Mm-mm. Like, so you get those memories, get that time in with these people that you love and cherish. So yeah, like, I mean, that cost $2, and the dinosaur water guns were like $2. So it's for nothing. $4, and the pool and all that, we had the best time.
Sure.
Like, I used them as a human shield. Like,
you got to. Somebody's got to go.
Mom was shooting, like, and I was like, Evan!
Somebody's got to take the bullets. Right?
I'd get behind him, and then I would like get him, push him towards his mom, and oh man. It was such a good time.
Yeah. That sounds like a lot of fun. Ant-Man, we have fun all the time, anyway, because he's here a lot. But
yes.
He got his phyllectomy done on Wednesday.
Oh,
and I'm freaking out.
Yes. Yeah. Oh, I should have messaged you. I'm sorry, I forgot.
But they sent me a picture of him in his little gown with the OR socks, with the little rubber stickies on them. You know what I mean?
My goodness!
And I'm like, oh my god, I felt so bad for him.
Yeah.
And then the next picture is him coming out, and he's holding a popsicle, and his tongue's out. And I'm like, okay, I guess he's doing okay. He kind of puked on the way home, in the Camaro.
Uh-oh.
But it wasn't his fault. It wasn't like he was playing around. Yeah, it's anesthesia or whatever. And he was fine. He was a little groggy, but he was either hype or kind of groggy. And then he went to bed early, and he's fine. But he was showing me what they did. He's pointing at it, whatever. But yeah, and I think it might be a little premature, but I think he's sounding things out better already.
Yeah, probably.
Like, he has the movement to talk a little bit better. So
exactly.
We'll see. It's with his little speech path, he'll be fine. He'll be fine. Because he talks nonstop. I just can't understand everything he says. But yeah. It's gonna be ridiculous here in a little bit.
Yes.
But anyway,
get ready for some full-on conversation,
bro. I can't wait. I know you got to go, but let's wrap it up.
Yeah. Yep. All right. Well, episode 204. Big shout out to all of our listeners. Thanks for listening and stuff.
We're gonna get some great interviews, some more interviews with some fun people.
Yeah.
Maybe not necessarily super. How do I say? Where you're gonna learn something, but it's gonna be fun because we like fun people. So come in with some energy if you want to be on the show. Send us why you think you should be. We'll let anybody on if it's fun. I mean, if you're gonna talk to us about trimming toenails or something, just keep write
I mean, that
blog.
could be interesting. I don't know. But let's reach out to Linda and see.
Yeah.
I don't know. No. You might have offended her too much with
that. No. I asked her
instead of a Y.
She's out camping or somewhere in the wilds of Montana somewhere. I don't know where she's at, but she's like, the
That's
receptionist
awesome,
sketch. I'm like, well, don't stress, but we'll just make a plan and we'll get you on here. So just let me know when you're going to be in town and we'll make it happen. So, all right, cool.
Sweet.
Guys, thank you so much for listening and putting up with our nonsense. And check out Dental Culture Con next year. The Dental Festival in August. The Smiles Sea Cruise in October, and the show also in October in New York City. It's going to be awesome.
Oh, yeah.
And Sandy, anything you want? Are you going to that or no?
Probably going to not do any more trips for till the end of the year.
Sounds like a plan.
Yeah. Other than that, I need to stay home. I need to focus on getting things organized and stuff, because you can lose track of that stuff quickly and it kind of swallows you up. So.
Oh yeah, no. And then you got to reset when you get back. So I get it, man. It's tough sometimes. Yeah. On that note, guys, thank you so much.
Yeah.
204.
And hug your loved ones. Tell them you love them. If you're not getting along with somebody that you really cherish, then figure a way out of it. Swallow the pride. Right. Yeah. Be the bigger man. Go. Yeah. Fix things.
Yeah. You don't want
I know
regrets.
It's not that simple all the time, but you definitely won't. Here's the thing. You're lying on your deathbed. You will not regret swallowing your pride and fixing things with people. Yeah. What you would regret is that you didn't spend more time with somebody that you really love. So anyway. All right.
All right, guys. On that note.
All right. Yeah.
Take care. And
all right.
Go floss
Episode
yourselves.
204 in the books. Oh, did you say go floss yourselves? I'm a little behind.
There we go. All right. Be good.
Peace.
Bye.